Yes, we are live. Welcome to United Source and Wingers. My name's Dominic. This is Sean, and we're going to talk about how we can beat the magician that is Marcelo Bielsa. Let's go, baby. Go. Honestly, that song, that tune, that gets me every single time. Guys,
love it, man.
Welcome.
Love it. Love it.
Welcome to United Source and Wingers. Again, I'm Dominic. This is Sean. Thank you for coming in again. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Like that video. We want to get to 20 likes. It's an even number. It sounds nice. It feels good. So help us get to 20 likes. Already got some people here. Ankit, what's going on? Footballing. Oh, there we go. Nice to have you here as well, bro. Guys, we're going to break this down today because this is going to be a tough game on Sunday, but fear not. We're going to make you feel at ease. We're going to make you understand how we can beat Leeds. We're going to get tactical. We're going to get tactical because we want to. If Bielsa's tactical, we've got to be tactical. So trust in us that we can give you the information you need to settle your nerves and make you understand the game and what it's about. And hopefully we might have a little surprise for you later on as well near the end of the show that can really get the heat going because this is a rivalry, baby. Sean, like I've known you for years, man. But if you got on my nerves, bro, we might have a rivalry, right?
There's always rivalry, man.
Mate, there's always rivalry. Look, let's get straight to it, guys. This is a huge game on Sunday. I would say it's even bigger than Sheffield United. And you know why it is. You know why it is, guys. It's because Leeds is a huge rivalry. We cannot lose this game for so many different reasons. I'm going to tell you why. We are in a good position. I've seen people saying that we can win the title. It might be diluted, but this up and down labyrinth league, it's crazy. If we haven't got a better time to win the title because it's so ridiculous. Secondly, Leeds, they're one of these teams where it goes back to Football Factory. I'm talking about different people, the love for the game, the passion. We cannot lose this game. And we're going to talk about it, break it down, and figure out how can we beat them? How can we outclass Bielsa? We know this guy likes to spy on teams. This ain't, he likes to spy on teams. That's not right, but it shows you how much he's up for this game. So look, we're going to look and set the scene about Leeds, right? We have won, okay, just to put it out there, Man United, we have won just one of our last 8 Premier League matches at home. Just one. And I'm not saying it's like, oh, okay, all right, yeah. But I'll be honest with you, it's just one, okay? In terms of the teams, only 3 teams have picked up fewer points at home all season. Man United have played more Premier League games against Leeds without losing than against any other club. Let that just sink in for a second. We know for a fact that they're inconsistent. They're an inconsistent side. We know they can play ball, but they're coming off a back of a 5-2 win against Newcastle. 5-2. They're going to feel good. They're going to have the petrol. They're going to be dieseled up. It's going to be a different game, right? But let's just look at it. They sit about 13th in the league, losing 5 and winning 6. If we're looking at like the most important players, we know that Patrick Bamford is a baller. He's got 13 Premier League goals. Let that just sit for a second. 13 Premier League goals. To put that in perspective, our top scorer is Bruno Fernandes with 7 and Marcus Rashford's got 5. So we know that they've got a threat. They've got a huge threat.
Hey,
go on.
Dom, is that this season?
Yeah, this season, bro.
Okay, so who's the top scorer in the league this season? Because he must be up there.
Well, mate, Patrick Bamford must be up there. Let me find out. What's your thoughts on this, bro?
He must be up there.
Must be. What's your thoughts on this game? We got. By the way, it's Hugh Son Min or something. Hugh Son Min or something. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
how you feeling about this game?
How many
bro?
has he got this season?
I'm
feeling good.
What are you feeling
good about it?
What do you think?
I feel like it's going to be a hard game, no doubt. And obviously, the rivalry with Leeds goes way back. I don't know the age profile of our viewers, but this is obviously they haven't been in the top division for a long time. But I remember going back from that era when we used to have the tough games when they had men like Ian Hart, Lee Bowyer,
Jermaine Beckford,
Mark Viduka. No, he wasn't back in the day. He's still from the new school. I'm talking about the old school league games when Solskjaer was playing, and they were a serious team. Jonathan Woodgate, and they were never better than us. But anytime we go to Ellen Road, bro, we're not getting a result easy, and it was very rare. I remember those games. This is how far back it goes. I wasn't even watching the games on TV. I was listening to those games on the radio commentary, bro, in my bedroom on my little digital alarm clock. Right? That's how far back it goes. We didn't even have Sky TV back then. So Leeds is an old rivalry, so it runs deep.
Yeah.
And they always give us a competitive match. So I feel as though the new school Leeds under Bielsa, he's brought a lot of that back. And with the football he plays, it's going to be a conundrum, and it's going to be a big test for Ole. So I'm very interested to see tactically how he sets us up. Exactly. Boogie Vibe saying don't underestimate Leeds by their league position. Exactly. We know on their day they can turn up. We know on their day they can give anyone a game and they can play anyone off the pitch. So for me, I'm looking at what is Ole going to do and how is he going to set us up to hurt them. And it's going to be interesting to see, bro. But it's not a foregone conclusion by any stretch of the imagination.
Not in the slightest. Let's look at Bielsa, right? Because obviously he made the papers. He's obviously been well renowned before, because obviously he's managed the likes of like Bilbao, Marseille, Lille, Lazio, Espanyol, even the Argentinian team, right? He's been about. He knows what's going, but he really got the headlines when he started spying, right? And I was thinking, what's going on here? Have we got to the point where I know there's tactical preparation, right? But there's also looking at the answers for an exam. Do you know what I mean? There's a fine line there, bro. Yeah. For me, though, that showed me that this guy's ruthless. He wants to get results any way he can. So for me, I was like, okay, this guy means business. At least we're not playing him. If you fast forward, now we're playing him in the Premier League, like a massive rivalry. We're in a good position, and we need to get the win. So for me, it's a situation where mentality is going to be a huge, huge thing here. And how we play and how we set up is going to be huge. This is for me, Sean, the first game where it's going to be a game of chess. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a game of stick or twist, hold, kind of doing like little, when you're playing cards and you're like, oh, you haven't really got a good hand. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you're like, yeah, I've got a good hand. I feel like it's going to be a lot of mind games in this one, bro.
Oh, definitely. And it's going to push Ole to limit. We'll see what Ole's about, because after this game, people, depending on how the result goes, people might have to look at Ole in a different light after this. Yeah. So it's going to be very, 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 very interesting. I personally don't even know which way it's going to go. I feel one thing that is going to play into our hands, the fact that our home record has been so bad, I feel as though the fact that Leeds will come out and attack us is going to definitely be an open game. I do not see Bielsa sitting back with a low block trying to frustrate us and hit us. I think he's going to come out and try to play football. From what I've seen of Leeds this season, that's what they know how to do, is attack.
Yeah.
And we know that for us, that is going to play better against teams that come out and do that, because we can then sit back in and then we can be devastating on the break. So that is the one thing that gives me a bit of confidence going into this game.
No, I hear you, man. And just to correct myself here, so obviously Marcus Rashford's got 5, Bamford's got 9, and then you got Son at the top with 11. So, but
I was going to say, bro, 13
that must have been in the whole
in 12 sounded a bit much for me.
Yeah. Bamford's got 9, but he's still ahead of Bruno, who's got 7. Yeah, that's a lot for me.
And Rashford's got how many?
5. And that helped.
Okay. So Bruno's our top scorer, 7.
Yeah. So he's definitely, if I'm looking at players to watch, Patrick Bamford's definitely a player to watch. He's one of those people who went to a lot of different teams, went on loan to a lot of different teams, and he reminds me of a Harry Kane. I don't think he can ever get there in his transition, but when you go to loads of different teams, you're trying to find yourself, you're trying to understand what sort of footballer you are. He knows where the goal is. If we give him an opportunity, he's not going to be one of those teams where when we played, who did we play? Brighton, and they hit the post like 15 times. If he gets a chance, he's going to score. It'll be messy. It'll be flicking a bit of a mess and so forth, but he will score. So if we're looking at Marcelo, whatever his name, Marcelo, right? If we look at him, I like him because he's a tactician, right? He's a tactician. People say that Ole hadn't got any tactics. He does have tactics, but sometimes people don't agree with it or they can't see it. He's not going on the pitch saying, guys, just have a good time. I don't believe that, because he can't. It's easy to believe that. It's easy to have a laugh, but I don't believe it. He's got tactics sometimes that just don't work out, right? So for me, we're looking at players to watch. Obviously, Bamford. We've got Harrison, who I think on loan from Man City, I believe. We've got Phillips, who is a baller in that CDM. Rodrigo, who was a big money signing. There's even Orange talking about it right now. There's a lot of players. Rafinha as well. Yep, a lot of players to watch. But for me, the one person I'm watching the most is Marcelo Bielsa, right? Because he studies teams, right? So he's going to have about 17 laptops. He's going to be looking at what we do, and he's going to say, look, this Manchester United team make mistakes when they are pressured. They make mistakes when they're pressured. They've got good names and star names and so forth, but at the moment, Manchester United have a shaky defence. Maguire will play. Lindelof will play. We know that. How can we actually make them make mistakes? We saw what happened to Henderson. We know De Gea's got a mistake in them. Sean, they're going to come out on the first whistle after we've taken the knee. They're going to come out and attack us. Am I wrong?
No, I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. Exactly what they're going to do. And any person worth their salts, having watched us this season, will set their team out to do exactly that. And more on top of that, the way that Leeds play, it's in their natural inclination to have that high intensity pressing football.
Yeah.
So I think that's exactly what we're going to see. For me, what it's about, though, is this game is all about us and our approach. And we have to learn our lesson. We cannot afford to give Leeds a 1-2, 3-0 head start, because we're not coming back in this one. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. So I feel as though we need to be on the ball from the outset, whether that's Storm, try and nick an early goal, because I honestly believe there's going to be goals in this, but we cannot be giving them a 2 or 3 goal head start. They're too good for that.
Yeah, I agree. We got Orange confident. He's saying that, look, if we don't make a mistake at the back, we're going to beat them. And I completely get that, Aaron. We will beat them if we don't make a mistake at the back. Yes,
Aaron, counter the blood clot out of there.
And Physio D saying, don't forget Phillips. Yeah, we mentioned Phillips, bro. He's amazing. He's playing for England. He's not someone that people don't know. He's a baller. He would probably get into Man United.
Being real though, Dom. Being real, and those guys. Does Calvin Phillips get into our team? No, he doesn't. So
I think
in reality, he didn't have anything for us.
But he's better than Scott McTominay.
I knew you were going to come with the disrespect for Scotty T.
Is he not? Yes or no?
He doesn't get into our first 11. I'm taking Scotty all day over Calvin Phillips. Basic player.
Guys,
he's a basic player.
Guys, can you please tell me if Calvin Phillips is better than Scott McTominay?
Dom, what does he do? Dom, what does he do?
Honestly, I don't. You know what it is? You don't
tell
watch
me what he does.
You told me before that you don't really like watching other teams because they're not Man United, so I don't care.
Nah, tell me what he does. I've seen him play for England. I was not impressed. I was not impressed.
Oh my gosh!
I saw him play in the last 2 England games. I was not impressed with him. He looks like a basic player for me.
Sure, you know what? I'm
tell me what he does, Tom.
Because you know what, right? He plays football. That's what he does.
Tell me what he does.
Football, mate. There's no way.
Tell me what he does.
Oh my god!
You made a simple statement. You just made a simple statement. He's better than Scott McTominay. All I'm asking you to tell me is
what he does.
What does he do?
Want me to tell you what he does?
Yeah, tell me.
You get on my nerves now, right? Because you don't watch Calvin Phillips. You don't watch him, or you wouldn't be saying this.
I've watched him. Right?
Calvin Phillips he's got football intelligence. Is 10 times better than Scott McTominay, right? He's 10 times, right? He's got the pass completion. He breaks up the play. He's got good long balls, and the way he actually slows down the ball. You haven't seen him play, have you? You haven't seen him play, have you?
I've seen him play. I've watched Leeds. I've watched England. He's a basic football player. You're calling him a baller. He's basic, bro.
No, Phillips is more smart, intelligent than Scott. CLA, thank you very much. Phillips starts CDM every week. Sean, bro, there you go, mate. Look, after this video, go on YouTube and go and look at some compilations.
Is he better than Fred? Is he better than Fred?
Phillips spreads the play better and passes better between the lines of clowns like McTominay. There you go, Stu. Thank you for coming on and backing me up, man. I really appreciate it.
Please, Stu. Big up, Stu. I rate your opinion. But Dom, I got to ask my question: is he better than Fred? Because Fred's our CDM.
No. Scott McTominay. I didn't say about Fred. Why are you bringing Fred
No,
now?
I said he doesn't. My statement was he doesn't start in our first 11. That was what I said. And
Scott
Fred is
McTominay
our
does.
starting CDM.
Scott McTominay will play on Sunday, mate. Are you joking me? He will start on Sunday, Scott McTominay.
For
Guaranteed.
this game, yeah. But he didn't
Yes,
start me,
so
did
I'm
he?
telling you that Calvin Phillips would start on Sunday because he's better than
Okay,
Scott McTominay.
okay. We'll
That's,
see. We'll see on Sunday. I'm
oh,
gonna be
man.
watching very closely that battle. We'll see who
Oh,
comes
you
out
know
on
what?
top.
You know what? This is
The
probably the first time
disrespect,
you're going to watch.
the disrespect for McTominay is outrageous in our fan
Sure, this
base,
is the
man. I'm
first
not
time
having
you're
it.
probably going to
I'm not
watch.
having it.
This is the first time you're probably going to watch Calvin Phillips play 90 minutes. So I'm looking forward to this because you haven't got
No,
a clue about him.
no,
You haven't
no.
got.
I've watched him. He's basic. He's basic. He's
All
not
right, so
special.
it must be literally brown bread, like literally Tesco value supermarket, like 20p bread. Then is
I
that if
don't
you're saying?
even rate him ahead. I don't even rate him ahead of Declan Rice, and I don't think Declan Rice is amazing.
Okay, you know what? I can't wait for you to get educated on Sunday, bro. Because this is Calvin
We'll
Phillips is a
see.
good playing. They play a lot of these formation where it's one of those situations where as soon as the ball drops back, Calvin Phillips drops in between those two centre backs and he dictates the play. And then what they do, they try to launch it forward to get that vertical press,
Yeah.
vertical ball over the top, and then they press forward and literally they get you, they push you forward. You know, we're going to talk to a Leeds fan soon and talk about this because he'll tell you how good Calvin Phillips is. It might be biased, but we've got a lot of Man United fans telling us right now that Calvin
That
Phillips is
is
good.
better than. Yeah, that's
Anyway,
okay.
so
We'll see. We'll see.
Marcelo Bielsa, guys, just before I carry on, please don't forget to like the video. We want to get to at least 20 likes. It's an even number. It makes sense. And subscribe if you're new as well. So for me, Marcelo Bielsa has a certain style, right? It's direct, it's attacking, and it's exhaustive. People are tired when they play for him. We all know about murder ball, but it's all about keeping possession while playing that vertical pass and pressing high up the pitch and just sucking the life out of teams. And the problem why this doesn't always work is because if you bypass that press, and you've got to remember teams are going to be tired and so forth, you can bypass that, you could score on the counter. That's the only thing. So I feel like Bielsa will look at this team and think, okay, we know that if we press high, they can counter us. But we know if we press high, they can make a mistake at the back. So this is a very interesting set of tactics here, how we can really get strong in the way we're going to play. Ollie needs to decide, are we going to play like re-defensive, two CDMs, four at the back, sure they're defensively, not Tellez because he goes forward too much, or is he going to have a mixture? Is he going to play with Pogba and Bruno and then Fred? For me, it's hard. We're going to have to look and see what we're going to do, but let's look. You know what? I want to bring in a Leeds fan, all right, because we can talk all day about what Leeds can do, and what they're feeling, and where they're in a position. But I want to bring in a hardcore Leeds fan, guys, to tell us what it's really about, what the game is about. So let me see what we're saying about this hardcore Leeds fan, and we can get his opinion, where they are, what you think the tactics are, where they're going, and how they can really beat us in this game. So let's bring him in. How you doing, Dan? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. How are you doing?
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you? You good?
Yeah, really good, man. Dan he's a hardcore football fan. He's a hardcore Leeds fan. What a pleasure to have him on. Dan, I just want to get straight into it, bro. How are you feeling about your team? Are you confident about this game?
I think I'm feeling, yeah. So last game, obviously, against Newcastle, I thought we played really well. I think we've been playing quite well, but like obviously struggling finishing a lot of our chances. But I think obviously we pieced it all together against Newcastle in the last game. But I'm thinking, I'm a bit worried because obviously you've got like Fernandes, you've got that individual quality. And as you said, like we do press high, but obviously you have a lot of like Fernandes has the ability to sort of get past the player. So I think it'll be a really good, I think we'll obviously test you. And I'm a bit worried about set pieces, but I think with the way we're playing, like I think I think it'll be a really good game to watch. Like I can't imagine it's going to be a boring game. I think there's going to be like loads of goals. Because I know your defense, obviously, Maguire's been a bit questionable.
Oh, God. Everyone knows about Maguire. Whatever team they're in, they know about Maguire. Great.
Yeah, but no, I think it'll be a great game, and I'm optimistic.
All right, Dan,
yeah.
I'll be honest with you, man. You're saying exactly what I thought you would say in terms of I'm getting the feeling that Leeds fans are up for this, and they know that that there's a weakness in Man United. That you said it there yourself. We've got players like Bruno, we've got players that can hurt like in Rashford and counter, but if you play the right game, you think you could beat us, right?
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's going to be tough because, I mean, our defense, for example, we're a bit shaky. We're letting in too many goals. But I think we can definitely give you a game. I'm just hoping, we obviously take our chances, and obviously defend set pieces hopefully a bit better than we have been, because I mean it's
Dan,
getting a bit ridiculous.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you? So 2 questions really into one. So the first one is, how do you think Bielsa is going to set the team up against us to hurt us? And do you see him deviating from your normal tactics and playing a bit more conservative, or do you think he's going to really go for it?
I think in terms of the second question, I just don't think he will. I mean, it's just 100%. I don't think we really change up our tactics that much. It's like hell for leather football, like fitness. That's just how we play. Like it's just 110% all in, which is obviously good to watch. But I'd like it if we sort of stack the midfield a bit more. But I mean, I don't see it changing. I mean, Calvin Phillips will have to do a very important role. And it's going to be difficult for him against, like, obviously Fernandes and people. And I think Pogba, who's playing a bit better. But yeah, I don't think he'll change it up. I sort of wish he would maybe pack the midfield a bit more, but that's just not how he's going to play. I think we'll go to try win the game. Like, we're not gonna go there and park the bus. It's just not how it goes.
That's scary, man. That's scaring me. And you know what, right? We've got some people talking about Dan, if you're going to beat us, it's going to be too easy, I believe. But for United to beat you, they've got to work our ass off. See, this is the problem we're having. Some people are nervous, Dan. If we're going to beat you, we have to play out of our skin. Other way around, you kind of just need to play your game and just force us to make a mistake. That's scaring me a little. That's scaring me a little. You've mentioned Calvin Phillips just before you came on, mate. We were talking about Scott McTominay vs Calvin Phillips, and Sean was saying, "Who is Calvin Phillips?" Can you just educate him? I know you're a Leeds fan, but I know you look at football holistically, right? And you look at all the different teams. Please explain.
Yeah, what are his strengths and weaknesses? Yeah, tell me why he's so good.
How good is Calvin Phillips?
My interpretation of him, in the limited time that I've seen him, which is a few games for England, 1 or 2 games of Leeds that I've watched this season, I think he's a decent player, but I don't see this special talent there. And quite frankly, I don't understand why Southgate's picking him. So yeah, just it'd be good to hear from a Leeds fan who watches him week in, week out.
Yes, I think obviously he's such a crucial player in our team, because we play so attacking. He sort of shields the back four, so he has he probably has the most. I think he has the most important position in our team. I think, to be fair, at the start of the season, he was struggling a bit. Like, he was sort of, because of the pace of the Premier League, he was sort of struggling. Yeah, I think he was sort of messing about on the ball a bit, but I think he sort of adjusted quite well recently. Like, against Everton, he played really well. His long passing is one thing that's very good. Like, when that's on, like, he pings balls across. It's really important. So he'll ping it to, like, Rafinha and our wingers. But I think he's definitely improving, but he was struggling at the start. But yeah, I think it's just his defensive work, his passing, his decision making. He shields the back four. He's very aggressive as well. Like, he's sort of a very Leeds type player. Like, he's a good player to have. Like, he's from Leeds. He plays like you'd want a Leeds player to play. Like, he's aggressive. Like, he's not gonna. Yeah, he's a very sort of Leeds player, and I think he's grown into his role a bit. But he is like a crucial player in our teams. If he doesn't play well, obviously, I think you guys will do well.
Sean, does that help you, bro?
So what I'm hearing is long passing. So he's got Pogba-like, Scholes-like long passing, apparently. I'm hearing he's got work rate and aggression like Roy Keane.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm taking from that. So I'm looking forward to see that against Scotty T on Sunday.
Yeah, both pretty similar players.
Dan, Dan, were you gutted not to get Ben White, and what defender would you realistically want in January?
That's a good question. To be fair, initially we were like absolutely gutted, because he was a like massive part of our doing well in the Championship. Like, he came in, he was playing for like Newport. He was sort of an unknown quantity, but like, he was by far our best centre back. Like, he's such a good sort of ball playing. Obviously, Bielsa wants a sort of centre back that can play out from the back.
You could have Lindelof if he wants.
Yeah, but he was such a good player for us. So I was absolutely gutted. But then I don't know, Robin Cox come in. He looks really. I mean, he looked a bit shaky at the start, but like, he got thrown in at the deep end. Really, like, we didn't have much time training together. I sort of wish we had kept him. Yeah, to be honest, like he's still a good player, but I mean, I don't know how he's doing at the moment. It's a bit of a shame that he didn't join, but I think without him, we've got Cooper, we've got this Llorente who hasn't been playing, who's supposed to be a very good player, who got a bit of a baptism of fire against like Chelsea. But I think him and Koch is basically the sort of combination I want. I think they will be our centre back partnership because I think Cooper like is a good player, but I don't know. I'm not sure he's really fit for this level.
And we've got the questions are flying in for you, bro. So, what is Phillips' weaknesses then? If he's one of your crucial players, and I've seen the stats he was putting up against, I can't remember what team it was, but you know, you get those stat people on Twitter, and they're like Calvin Phillips, his game, completion, shots, breaking up. And I watched the game on Match of the Day, and I was like, this guy is seriously one for the future. If he's getting picked by Southgate to play for the England team ahead of some of the biggest names we know that normally get in any team, he is good. So, what is his weaknesses? Because hopefully I can text.
Good question.
I can text the Man United players and just let them know.
Yeah, that would be good. That's a good question. I think he's got the full package. No, I'm joking. He's got I think it's his sort of decision making sometimes. I think at the start of the season he was holding on to the ball a bit too long, but I think he's adjusted, to be honest. He's playing a lot of like first time balls now. Because at the start of the season, he was holding on to it a bit too long, to be honest. And can't, he was getting, obviously when we lose the ball as well, like, it's not like you guys losing the ball, because we're going, we're going forward with, like, everyone. So if we lose the ball, like, we are very exposed. But I think he's adapted quite well, and he's got a lot better at that. But I think sometimes taking a bit too long on the ball, especially with, players who can obviously take it off him, I think. But he's definitely improved.
Interesting, because Ankit's sharing my feelings a little bit. He's saying I'm actually nervous. I'm nervous too, man. This is one of those games where, first of all, we don't want to lose and lose the points, and we're making up a good ground on getting to those top two places. But also, it's embarrassing to lose against such a rival, someone who's come up straight from the Championship, their first season. But we know they can play ball. It's one of those ones where this will have a different sort of hurt. Do you know what I mean? It will feel a little bit different. But I know for a fact, when we're looking at lineups, I know Bielsa will be studying our team hugely.
Yeah.
Just like you said, when you go forward, you bring everyone there. Your tactic is to get the ball from deep and then go forward as quickly as possible and just swarm people. For us, that is kryptonite. We do not like pressure. We do not like pressure. We get scared. We know what to do. And then it goes, you got Maguire going, it just gets really bad. So I'm nervous for that sort of situation, but I also feel that this is going to dictate our lineup. Sean, knowing how we play and what Dan's talked about the team, they want to suffocate us, they want to bury us, they want to just make us feel nervous. How do you think we're going to set up our midfield? And then we can come to you, Dan, and say how you think you're going to set up.
Yeah. Do you want me to go first?
Sure,
go on, Dan.
I want to see Dan what he thinks in combat to that.
Do you think you want me to tell you how I think we'll set up? Sorry,
Yeah, I think go tell Dan to how he thinks we'll set up, how they'll set up, because they don't change. I feel as though it's going to be interesting. I think the midfield. I think Ollie's going to have to. He might go with the five at the back. I hope he doesn't, but I've got a sneaking suspicion he's going to go with the five. But I wouldn't. I would play with the four, and I would have McTominay and Fred and Bruno as the three in the midfield.
We're not
high energy. Pogba, I will play Pogba. I'm playing Pogba from the left. Pogba from the left, Rashford from the right. Where Pogba's been playing recently in that inside left position. So he can, and then Tony up front, because Cavani's not going to be fit.
That's interesting, because I don't know about that. We've got Aaron saying here that I'd go for Fred, Scott, Pogba. You're not playing. Wait, you're playing McFred, right? In the middle. In the middle, and you got Pogba and Bruno. Fine. Okay, so you're going to go for, but playing four at the back.
Yeah, four at the back.
Okay, fine. I'll be honest with you. Like Dan, what do you normally set up? It's 4-1-4-1, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, fine. So for me, in this situation, I feel like we can't play five at the back. I think that's two things. We're setting up the wrong sort of precedent to say, okay, we know you're going to come on us. We can't handle it, so we have to get as many defenders as possible. I feel like if we play McFred, I wish we had Calvin Phillips and Scott McTominay. I'll be honest with you. I'm saying it. I just want the team to succeed. Look. And when Scott McTominay will get it over the years, he'll get better. But for now, we need a better in that position, right? But if we have Scott McTominay, if we have Fred, and if we have, as long as we have those two as two CDMs, they will help out the deficiencies in Maguire, in Lindelof, and those players. They will help. I don't think we need to go to a back five. I don't think we need to give Leeds that much. We're not playing Man City. No disrespect, Dan.
We're
not playing Barcelona or PSG. We're playing Leeds, right? And we're at home. I know, our record at home is abysmal.
It's a weird one with you guys, because I've heard everyone say that. So you play really well away from home. I've just
we are shocking, mate. Like, you would think that, we're at home, we know where the toilets are, we know what the pitch smells like. It's not making a difference, mate. We are terrible. So I feel like we play 4 at the back. We have the 2 CDMs, and then going forward, the only thing I'm worried about, Sean, and you've brought this up before, that Pogba's playing well. He has to be on that pitch tomorrow, but can he track back? Can he be that defender? Can he be disciplined in his approach? Because whenever we play teams like this, Sean, you always say to play Dan James, and we all know that Dan James with Leeds. So what's your thought on that?
Do you know what? I feel as though the simple answer to what you're saying is no. We know Pogba can't do that job. I was watching him even the other night against who we were playing the other night. That we smashed them, and I was watching him. I was actually just took a few minutes to watch this guy press. He was in the right-hand channel, trying to help out our right back, and it's like when there's players moving around him. It's like defensively, his brain is just too slow.
Yeah,
it doesn't work, and he's like, I don't know where I'm going, and he's like caught in between 2 minds, and he's trying to chase the ball, then trap the man, and then the man's gone behind. I'm like, Pogba, just sort it out, bro. So the simple fact is, defensively, he's a liability. I feel as though the way we're gonna have to set up, we're gonna have to carry him, and I feel as though for some reason Dan James.
Principles, Sean.
It really is. I'm not happy about it. But what I've seen from Ole, for some reason, he's not playing Dan James. He's completely frozen him out. I don't get it. There must be something going on behind the scenes, because that guy, for a game like this, is perfect. But just from what Ole is saying and from what we've seen, I feel as though he's going to play Pogba, and the rest of the team are going to have to carry him. But to be fair to Paul, going forward right now, he's starting to deliver for us. So hopefully he can be the difference maker.
You know what? If we do go on that basis, Sean, we're going to have to be in a situation where we tell Pogba, okay, we know you can defend. When you haven't got the ball, you need to drop back in to that midfield. Just like you're playing in midfield, drop back in. But as soon as we go forward, you go on the left. You attack from the left.
Yeah.
And
but Dom, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could tell him to drop back in, right? He's going to go sit back there, but he's still going to be in no man's land. As soon as that ball comes or the runners are going past him, it makes absolutely no difference. He can't track them. He can't read the game. So whether he's there or not, he's just a body. He might as well be a corpse, because he's not going to impact the game.
Why are you playing him?
Well, in this game, I'm playing him for his attacking threat going forward, because Leeds play so open, right? They play so open. On the transition, he's going to be deadly, right? Those 3 balls, incisive play with Bruno, I feel it's going to be an end-to-end game. And I feel as though if you've got Fred and McTominay screening, that will give us enough cover for the way that Leeds play. And I feel like with Pogba floating in that left position, I feel that on the break, it's going to be devastating.
I'm going to have to go. I'm going to bring you in a minute, Dan. I want to get your thoughts on this, but I'm going to have to go not to play Pogba. And I know that's controversial. I know it's controversial.
It is.
How many times have we seen Pogba come off the bench and dictate when teams are tired? We know Leeds are going to come out hard. Sheffield United came out hard. They were running down hard. And then you saw that they started to get tired, and there was gaps and there was spaces opening. They couldn't see who was running behind. If we play with McTominay, McFred and McFlurry, whatever you call them, right? And we play with Bruno, and we have that base, and we're solid for that first 30 to 40 minutes, right? Then we could bring on the likes of Greenwood and Pogba just to finish off the game. I don't want to go all guns blazing and then just get picked off, because we know Pogba is not disciplined enough. We know he's not. and we're playing a team that is tactically a bit stronger than us. Dan, would you rather play against Pogba or not?
It's a good question. So who's in place of him? So Fred or Mc.
That's what I
just
was
one
going
of
to
those
say,
two.
Dom. Who are you playing? What's your lineup if you're dropping Pogba?
All right, if we're dropping Pogba, all right, I'll tell you my lineup right now, guys. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, share it. We appreciate you tuning in as always. For my lineup, right, I'm going in with De Gea. Hendo had a great game after that mistake, but just relax now. Play some PS4 or PS5. Left back, Shaw, undoubtedly. In the middle, we know what he's going to play. Maguire and Lindelof. There's no point debating it. They're going to play. They got partnership. They got the rhythm. Whatever. On the right, we're playing AWB. In the middle, we have to go with McFred. So McTominay and Fred, and then Bruno. And Bruno's going to have to play his game in terms of being disciplined. I don't want him chasing down the ball, chasing down the keeper. Let the strikers do that. I hate when he runs like he's running for like Forrest Gump, and he ends up he's like, "Where am I?"
Nah, mate. I love that, Bruno.
No.
I want to see that. That's what all the other players should be doing. They should take a leap out of Bruno's book.
He leaves gaps.
Run for the badge.
Yeah, I know he leaves gaps. But anyway, so in three, Bruno, McFred. Then in the middle, Cavani is available, but we need to bring him later when he's up to speed with the game. It's a bit slower for him to come on. So I'll put Rashford on the left, Martial up top. And you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be honest with you. It's either going to be Mata or Dan James, because Mata is very good at syncing Bruno. And you saw what he did when he came on. He can play ball. He can pass. He can keep the ball. And in terms of like actually doing it, mate, I'll be honest with you.
Did I hear you say start Dan James?
No, I said.
Did I actually hear
Dan James? You know why as well, though, Sean? You know why as well? Because Dan James is linked with Leeds. He's linked with Leeds. He's linked with that team. For me, he's going to want to prove that he's good. That's what I'm doing.
You said that about Henderson, and look what happened.
Yeah, but then he had a great game.
Doesn't work, bro.
He had a great game afterwards. So yeah, Dan, that's what I think we would play. We would have Bruno, McFred, then Mata, Martial, and Rashford. Bring Bruno on later, or Dan James if they want to start doing that psychological crap.
Yeah. Okay.
So what are you thinking? Are you thinking would you rather play Pogba or have Pogba afterwards? Come on.
I think I know the answer to that, mate.
Is in from a Leeds fan's perspective?
Yeah, from a Leeds fan's perspective. You want to see Pogba on the bench. I don't think any Leeds fan wants to see Pogba start in that game.
Yeah. That's a tough one, isn't it? Because he can be like amazing, but then he's just so inconsistent. I think, yeah, as you said, he's pretty dangerous off the bench as well. Like him coming on if we're tiring, as you said, like if you beat one man, he can pick a pass.
That's what I mean.
So I think, yeah, I'd rather him not start because I think he's obviously like he's a good player and he's dangerous, but he's inconsistent. So yeah. I think I'd rather him not start, but then I don't think he's. Yeah.
Sean, what's your lineup again?
He's not like your main man, is he? Like he used to be, but he's dangerous.
Nah,
he's dangerous.
Nah, he's a great supporting act. When him and Bruno are together, Bruno makes Pogba look so much better.
Yeah,
so much better.
Sean,
So he's much more effective when they play together.
Sean, tell me, just be honest and be real, and don't back out on your principles.
I'm always honest and real. What are you talking about, man?
But why are you putting Pogba on the left? It doesn't make any sense. You just said that he's not disciplined in defending, and we're playing a team that attacks and swarms people. I feel like you just want to play Pogba because you want to play Pogba. Like I feel like you're not doing it right, man.
Nah. I'm saying that what I feel in terms of Pogba playing this game. Dom, I have to look at the team, right, and what is going to give us the best chance of getting a result. When there's been times to drop Pogba after he's coming out with all that spiel, like I told everybody, and I said it on this show, he shouldn't be playing. So I've got no issues with dropping the guy and him not starting. But on the performances that I've seen, the way he's come back into the team, and the impact he's having on the team, I feel for this specific game, you can't possibly afford to start the game without him. We've heard it from the horse's mouth. We've got a Leeds fan. We've got a Leeds fan here. He even said with his own mouth he would prefer to see Paul on the bench, right? So that I don't need to say any more. He can hurt them. They're open, right? We've got two workhorses in there, and this is what I'm saying. Scotty T. I know you don't like him. I know you don't rate his ability. I have faith that he will be able to handle anything that Calvin Phillips brother can bring to the table. I've got full confidence in that. Backed up by Frederick next to him, I feel we're in safe hands. Therefore, I'm of the opinion that we can afford to have Paul in the team because they're going to be able to carry him and just let Paul do what he's doing going forward. We know Leeds are going to be open, and I just feel that incisiveness and that extra bit of quality with the final pass and the final ball, linking up with Bruno, linking up with Rashi, linking up with Martial. They're starting to find their feet. That quartet is going to be key to basically unpicking that lock, and that's why I think we can afford him in this game.
Yeah, I feel like you've just changed, man. I feel like you've had a curry or something.
You have to change. You've got to be adaptable.
It's too hot, man.
You've got to be adaptable.
I just feel like you're playing Pogba because he played a good game. I get it, but if Pogba plays good from where he played in that game where he played good from deep.
Dom, he's been playing out. Look at the last few games. He's been playing out. Ollie's been playing him from the left. He has
but he didn't play good. But he didn't play good.
Go and look back. You don't think he played good?
Nah, man, I'm not having it, man. I'm not having it. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
So you're bringing in Dan James. That's fine. I'm happy that you want Dan James to play. Dan James or Mata. I think Mata. This is not a game for Mata. This game is going to be whizzing past Juan Mata. Juan Mata cannot start this game. I'll be very shocked and very surprised if Juan Mata plays this game. I'd have no issues with Dan James starting. I just don't think Ollie's going to do it.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I'll tell you right now, if Ollie don't play 2 CDMs in this game, it's going to be tough because I tell you right now, they're going to be all over us, man. It's going to be like butter and honey on a bread in my mouth. See you later, some orange juice. It's going to be crazy. I tell you right now, it's going to happen. And I don't want to be the guy that said, "Sean, I told you so." Oh no, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want it, but it could happen. Look, let's get the score predictions in, guys. Let's go with the Leeds fan first. Go on, Dan. Tell us what you think, mate.
Yeah. What my opinion on that? I don't know. It's a weird one. Sorry, what was the question?
What do you think the score's going to be?
Oh, what the score's going to be? I think it's going to be high scoring. I think we'll score. I think obviously I'm pretty sure you guys will score. I reckon. Let me think.
Respect, Dan.
Like, I'm going to go 3-2 Leeds, but obviously, we'll see. I think it's going to be maybe even more goals.
3-2 Leeds. Oh, yeah. Sean, what are you saying?
So I got a question. So before I just give my prediction, I want to hear, Dan, from a Leeds fan. I would like to get your perspective on the rivalry because obviously for us, we go way back. How is the rivalry now? Obviously, it's been such a long time. We've been worlds apart. Are we still like a big rival? Is this still a game that Leeds fans will get well up for and look forward to?
Yes, like massive. Yeah, like it's still like a massive thing. I know, obviously, because I haven't been in the Premier League for a bit. It's probably obviously not. It's not been. We haven't played in a long time, but like it's like a big. I mean, a lot of Leeds fans like hate, man. Like it's a very big game. But I just wish it's annoying that the fans aren't there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd be a good atmosphere, like all the Leeds away supports. Yeah, it's a shame. But I think it's I mean, it's pretty hated. Like when Alan Smith went to obviously United, he was literally just abused. Like, I mean, that's like a sin in Leeds. Like going to Man United is literally. Did
they ever forgive him? Obviously, he was a legend for you guys.
No, I don't think people did. I mean, obviously, because we got relegated, I like sort of like almost. I can see why he did it, but I mean, people hold grudges. Like, I'm not necessarily that bitter about it, but like,
mate, Dan, you're a nice guy, man. You're a nice guy.
I mean, like, fair play to me. I mean, he didn't have the best career anyway. He's like broken leg and stuff. So.
Oh, mate, that was a horrible injury.
Sad. Yeah, that finished him. So going back to my score prediction. No, that's good. So I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be an entertaining game, a bit like a basketball game. And my man Aaron called it. I'm going to exactly agree with him. I'm going to go with 3-2 United. Potentially, we might get a late fourth and wrap it up.
Physio D saying 3-1. He's also saying Pogba from the bench Leeds passing flying. Yeah, I honestly do. I think look, when you got something good, right, and you make a good dinner, you're like, yeah, this dinner's banging. You're not having that dinner every single night. Do you know what I mean? Like, just leave the flicking Thai green curry for a Tuesday and then a Friday. You don't need to keep eating it. All right. Pogba's playing well. Let's use him right. Let's confuse him. If we're playing well in that first half without Pogba, right? Imagine how you're going to feel, Dan, if Pogba comes off the bench and start using his day long legs, like holding off the ball like this. It's fantastic. Yeah. So for me, look, it's one of the things. And someone's also mentioned about Donny. You know what? The problem with Donny right now, is quick.
There's always one. There's always one.
No, wait. There's always Donny right now. Is that he's not been playing, so he hasn't got that match rhythm, that match fitness. He's not in the rhythm. He can't come into a game like this. He can't.
Dom, what are they saying about Donny?
What are they saying about Donny? Where's Donny and so forth? But
where's Donny? On the bench where he belongs.
Here we go.
You're not a fan. What's your opinion on him? I feel like he's not.
Do you know what?
Weirdest signing ever, from my opinion. Like, if you're not going to play a player like that, like, why are you signing him?
Do you know what, Dan? It's not that I'm not a fan of Donny van der Beek, because I actually rate him. I think he's a quality player, and I'm very happy that he's part of the squad. My issue is with these deluded fans who think he's the second coming of Jesus Christ and that he has to be starting for us when he's got no right to walk into Man United in our midfield with Pogba, Bruno, the others. Where does he play? And so for me, it's more against the fan base who are just clamoring for him to play. When he's been given the chance, he's had games, Ole started him, right? He's a squad player. He's got to have rotation. Yeah. He doesn't have an automatic right to be starting. And I believe personally that he was brought in as a long-term signing with the idea that Pogba is going to be going. And I feel next season, we're going to see the best of Donny van der Beek. And I feel like 12 games in, people screaming, Ole doesn't know what he's doing, why we brought this player. Just he's got a 5-year contract, guys. Just relax. Ease him into the league. He's in a new league. He's in a new team. We're winning games. Just settle. I don't see the same energy for other players that are not getting games. So I just don't think. I think it's over the top. That's my main gripe with it. It's not anything against Donny because he's a good player.
And the other side of it, Dan, is essentially that some Man United fans feel like, he's a good player and we've got better players. Yeah, we have. But he's not been given enough chance. There's games where he could have come in to lower teams and had been given a chance, and he's not been given a good enough chance to actually show what he can do. We all know that players need a run of games to get into form. You don't just look. Martial's taken how many games to score a goal, but we know he plays well. So I think that on both sides, it's like, okay, Donny van der Beek, we need to wait for his chance and play well when he gets a chance, but also he needs a chance. Correct. So there's two sides to it. You can join the Free Donny Club, or you can join the just hold on, wait a minute, my brother, you'll get your chance. So
just take your time.
I might make a t-shirt about it. But for me,
I think we might need to.
I think we might need to. My score prediction for me will be, I'm going crazy. I'm saying 4-3 Man United. 4-3.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like it's going to be an old school battle, and I feel like we're going to get a penalty. I feel like someone's going to get sent off as well. I feel like, and I hope it's not Fred. I hope I'm not Neo from Matrix again, but I feel like someone's going to get sent off. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back on Sunday after the game. Hopefully, I'll be here with some mojitos and some sangria, having some fun because we just smashed Leeds. Or I'll be here basically crying my eyes out about to watch PS I Love You. So we'll see what happens, guys. But join us again. Subscribe if you're new. Share the video if you can. Really appreciate it. Like the video as well so we can get to 20 likes. But Dan, thanks so much for coming on, man. Hopefully...
Dan, thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate you.
Mate, thank you for having me.
You could definitely come on again, mate, and just talk about Man United if you want to. Get like an outsider point.
We should get him on. You should get him on for Sunday for the reaction.
Yeah. Dan, are you up for coming back on Sunday?
Yeah. If Leeds win, I'll come on. Yeah, but 13. 13 can't be fine.
You.
Oh, get off, Ben. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll check you later.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Nice one, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good evening. Peace out.
Have a good